I think of chat as a few people, and then other than a few, I don't mean this in a mean way, okay? But I think of a few people, and then I think of kind of everyone else as the multiple personalities of chat, you know? Because the way that I think of chat is there's a couple of like 3, 4, or 5 people that I see every day that I stream. And so they're like a constant, you know? I always know that like Giraffe Quinn is gonna be here to watch the stream. And I kind of know how Giraffe Quinn will behave. For Emily, yeah, I know that you're gonna be here most of the time. And I know how you're gonna behave. More Perfect User, I notice you're gonna be here like most of the time. And I know how I know the kind of things you're gonna say. You're kind of my constants in chat. And then everyone else that is kind of like here once every 5 streams or once every 4 streams or something, you're kind of the fluctuating dynamic of like the fluctuating personality of the chat, if that makes sense. So like sometimes there are people in the chat with like a personality, you know, that have a different personality, and other days they're not here and someone else is here with a different personality. There's a couple of people, I guess we'll collectively group them as the night. I'll put them in a group, okay? And if you're in this group, then you may or may not, I don't know. But there's a group of people that I'll collectively refer to as the quiet, nice chatters. You don't even know I have a sub because people gift subs all the time. My friend gifts subs, my besties. But there's the quiet, nice chatters. And those are usually, from my experience, quiet, very friendly trans women, usually. They just kind of hang out and chat. And whenever I talk about trans stuff, they like say something nice, and they talk about their like experience or something, or they're like, hey, I X months on HRT today, or whatever. And they're not really like attention seeking as chatters. They're just like, oh, hey, I just watch and I like to watch and I say some things sometimes. Then there's people that I'll group into the category of what's the category here? I'm trying to think. Naughty. That's a good word. I love that. I like that word. Not the naughty chatters. Yeah, the naughty chatters. Okay. Am I putting you in buckets? A little bit. Yeah. I'm just describing how the chat dynamic works, essentially, right? So I think I said, so I have my like core viewers who I know are going to be there every time, and they're also like usually attention seekers. No offense. But they don't lurk much or anything. They talk a lot and they say some, and they have personalities that we know, right? Then there's, like I said, there's the group of people that is like the nice, quiet chatters. Then there's the naughty chatters, who basically, you know, they go, you know, they do the awoogas. They do the awoogas whenever I stand up and show my butt. They do the, you know, they're like, wow, nice butt, you know. When I show the butt on stream, you know, they make the comments or whatever. Those are the naughty chatters, okay? Then I guess the next group of people would be basically the infrequent viewers who like attention is kind of the next stage. So you get like, so you have like the groups I've listed are kind of the regulars, right? So I can expect every stream to have the core like talking members of the chat, plus like the regular atmosphere chat, which is nice people and naughty people. Okay. But then you get I'll call them like the like, I don't know what the word is, like the drive-by viewers. Okay. So they may show up once every week, even every 2 weeks or something. But they're typically attention seekers in chat. They're not quiet chatters that show up and watch the stream once every 2 weeks. They're chatters who, when they show up, but they want, like, they talk and chat a lot when they do show up. So a good example would be, like Raven. Or maybe not Raven because we're friends or whatever, but you know, like Raven or like Brady, TC Brady, or some of my IRL friends will show up sometimes and be like very talkative because we're for IRL friends, or Poe, or off the top of my head, can I think of any others? I can't think of any others immediately, but usually they show up and they're like, you said you're in this category? Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, you did. Yeah, but they don't like watch every stream. They just, when they do show up, they do actually like talk a lot, and they're very social, and they're not like, you know, they're kind of, they have their own like unique personality, but they only show up once in a while, right? So you have those categories. So you have the quiet, friendly, the naughty, then the one-off viewers. Then the next type of chatter you have is this is my first ever stream watching you chatter. You get those a lot, and usually those people are very friendly, but they don't talk much in the first stream. Usually people don't talk much in the first stream. Then you have the other chatter, which is the I'm a creep chatter. Yeah, usually very shy. Then you have the I'm a creep chatter, who's also usually, this is their first stream because they never last. The creeps, if you're a creep, you never last. You make it through one stream and you're gone, usually. But if you are a non-creepy chatter, you end up falling into if you're like, there's like the creep chatter, and then they fall into the, the creep chatter, then they fall into the horny chatter category, okay? Or the naughty chatter category, usually. But if you end up in the creep chatter category, you show up for one stream and you just thirst and you can't control yourself, and you're like, awooga, mommy milkies, I just want to, and you get banned, probably. Or you get timed out, or I don't respond the way you want me to respond, and you rage quit the stream and you don't come back. One or the other, like Razadingo. Yeah, Razadingo. Then the other kind of chatter, obviously, is the transphobe chatter, who shows up and just says something transphobic and gets banned and never comes back. That happens, obviously. Razadingo said, I respect LGBT and still got banned. He got banned for dropping his Discord fucking details in chat. That's why I banned him, because that guy is actually a creep, in my opinion. He sounds like a creep, no offense to him, but like, I don't mind him being a harmless creep because we can laugh at him, but once he starts like dropping his fucking details, I don't want him to message anyone here. I don't want him to message anybody here. Emily was being a dumbass. Yeah, Emily, I listen. You're an OG attention-seeking chatter. 12 months.
I am OG attention-seeking chatter. 12 months already? No way.
That's crazy.
Congrats on 250K Twitter.
Thank you so much. And then then you have obviously the final tier of chatter, like we'll say the top tier of chatter is the very active chatter. The active chatter who types the shitload, usually an attention seeker. usually an attention seeker. Which is not a bad thing. I'm an attention seeker. But usually an attention seeker, usually a strong personality, bit weird typically, but also they watch a lot. So that's what differentiates them from like the drive-by viewers, is that they watch a lot. So you kind of get a consistent feel for their personality, So that's like Giraffe Gwyn and Emily are in that category. Trying to think. Kaze's in that category, although Kaze's not always watching, but Kaze's definitely an attention seeker. 100% that man is an attention seeker. Riven is an attention seeker, but she's only here every like week, Or if we play Minecraft, she's here. But she's not here all the time, so she doesn't get into that category. And Big Fat Resto Cow, you got timed out. I don't even know if I've seen you type in chat before, and I timed you out already, so you're definitely in the attention-seeking category already, okay? I timed your ass out today. Ascaron is like a regular, yeah. But Ascaron's very quiet, so... Where do you fit? You're a regular, but you're in like you're in the nice, friendly category. Because you don't really... I don't see you like saying anything provocative to like get my attention usually. Which is kind of like what the attention seeker people have to do. Is they say something provocative, or they really try to grab my attention. Like Jaguar is a good example. Jaguar just be saying the most fucking weird shit possible in order to get attention. Which is really funny, but it works, I love Jaguar so much. I just love his energy. You're too scared? Honestly, it's fine. You don't have to. And I like the energy of everyone. Yeah, the BDSM Elven princess with he, him pronouns is so funny to me. I remember that first stream that I really noticed Jaguar. I think he gifted me 75 gift subs in one stream because he was exceptionally drunk. And we like, I actually, at the end, I was like, I'm gonna have to time this man out. Like, I have to put him like, I have to time him out because he's giving me way too much money right now. And he's way too drunk for this. It was really funny, but yeah. And he kept talking about how like, oh, I'm gonna have to punish my BDSM princess for this. I'm gonna have to punish my BDSM princess for this behavior. Every time I said something, I made like a promise and I didn't keep the promise, he'd be like, I'm gonna have to take this out of my BDSM princess. Which is so funny. Do a flip? You don't wanna see me. I did a flip before. You don't wanna see me do a flip, honestly, because I will do one. I will roll. I did it before, okay? Yeah, look at that clip. That's me. That's my ass rolling right there. I'll fucking do it in my dress if you tempt me. I don't know if I've drank enough for it, but I'll drink a little bit more and I'll do a roll. It's tumble time. I'll drink a little bit more and then I'll do a roll, okay? How does that sound?